access to all our classified information.
Motherfucker, how do you get to that info?
He's showing himself?
Huh?
Yes. Oh shit.
He has black under his eye. He doesn't sleep.
He's nothing like that.
I'm Yagami of the NPA.
He doesn't look like he's a detective.
Mogi. Yukita.
He kind of does.
I'm very sorry we're late.
he don't sleep.
Currently, the five of us are.
Bang.
And he's pale.
What the hell was that?
So he's always
If I were
inside.
Kira, you'd be dead, Mr. Soichiro Yagami, chief of the NPA. Kira needs a face and a name in order to commit murder. But I'm sure you've already figured that out on any other communication devices and leave them on the table right there.
Using our cell phones during this meeting to leak information?
You never know.
Just do as he says.
Could be that, yeah. He needs to be
He's
careful.
been cautious from the very beginning, but I still can't tell if he trusts us or not. Let me start by saying nobody takes notes on anything that's said in these meetings. That means when
Why is he sitting like that?
we need is committed to memory. Please make yourselves.
He's gonna hurt his back.
Right.
Like the type of like detective or whatever. Genius type because he's like obsessive over it.
Yeah, extremely. He does have like a 100% success rate, right? That's what they said?
Yeah, or
Excuse
something
me,
like
L?
that.
And from now on, I'll have to ask that you stop calling me L. It's Ryuzaki now, just to be safe.
Okay, Ryuz.
Well,
Oof.
I'm also childish, and I hate to lose. That's how I know.
They're both
There
the
you go. They're
same.
both the same.
Would you mind being a little more specific for us?
Early on in the investigation, I tried to provoke Kira with didn't hesitate to kill my stand-in.
He
Also,
really
as
used
soon
his
as I said we
stand-in.
knew he was in the Kanto region, in defiance, he made sure his next victims came from within Japan, as if to say, "And what are you gonna do about it?"
Oh, he's just
He's met
telling
each
him
of
like,
my
"What's up?"
challenges head on, and he's never missed an opportunity to return the favor. Now, what do you think would happen if we tried to use media restrictions to hide criminals, or the innocent? I'm holding the whole world hostage, so who's it gonna be?
To prove a point.
I'm not the
Yeah.
evil one here, but all those who oppose me by hiding criminals, you are truly evil.
Ah.
bro.
That's exactly how Kira thinks. In any case, let's look at another way we can use the media.
He's
to
definitely
help out.
psychoanalyzed them
But how?
to a T.
How about death of FBI agents infuriates the U.S. Latest killings anger the international policing community. Nations agree to send 1,500 investigators to Japan for Kira drastic action.
That's interesting. So he'll think there are 1,500 when there are really only 7 of us. And since none of these investigators exist, Kira won't be able to kill them. It just might work.
Well, before we celebrate, I'll tell you the rest of my thoughts on the Kira case. Kira works alone. He had access to all our classified information.
Motherfucker, how do you get to
What
that
evidence do
info?
you have that he's working alone?
Hold on, Aizawa. Let's listen to his entire theory before asking questions.
Yeah, how?
We know he needs a name and a face to kill.
Of
To
course.
some extent, he can control a victim's time of death and their actions before dying. We already know that much. Please
He's
keep
good.
that in mind
He's good.
and listen carefully to what I have to say next. On December 14th, 12 FBI investigators entered Japan. Here we are on December 19th. 7th.
I got a hold of a file which contained all the names and faces of the FBI investigators in Japan,
Yup.
and I succeeded in killing each one. of
L
them.
is reading him like a
Practically impossible
book.
to guess which agent gave the file to Kira, but I have to make sure that no one ever finds out that I came into contact with Ray Pender.
But his wife knows.
His wife knows, yep.
Or not really.
How come you're not
Well,
using the
yes.
death note today? You studying for those entrance exams?
Those are the least of my worries. Plus, it's a little late to start now.
Huh? What you doing?
December 19th to December 27th. I've been most active during this period.
During this period, to the best of our knowledge, at least 23 individuals
both
died
thinking
of
the
heart
same.
attacks. But these victims were different from Kira's previous targets. They were all alleged criminals, ex-convicts, or suspects in ongoing investigations, so legally speaking, they were innocent.
That's true.
That Kira had to be one of the people being investigated by the FBI between the 14th and the 19th of December. In fact, I have no doubt.
Yup. Now
These
he's
are
narrowing
files
it down.
provided by the FBI, and they contain additional information you might find useful. For obvious reasons, you're not permitted to take these out of this room, but
Amazing. There might only be 5 of
Oh
us,
my
but with this
God.
much
I'm a little
information, we should be
confused.
able to cover a lot
He
of ground.
We're split into
basically.
two teams. One team traces the
Oh
FBI
my
agents,
God.
the other looks at the heart attack victims.
There weren't that many people who had access to information.
So-
from
Between the
headquarters,
19th and the
those the
14th.
The FBI were basically
On,
on his ass and other people's ass. So he has the files of, I guess, everyone that they were investigating.
Yeah.
And he's like, during that time they were investigating him, and criminals were dying, but he was using them as decoys to I guess pretty much while he figures out who was targeting him. So that's when he figured out that the FBI dude was targeting him, and then the whole thing happened on the bus.
So Elle already knows.
Al already kind of knows, yeah.
okay,
So
okay,
now he's just trying to figure out who exactly,
Bro,
which
this
FBI
show's
agent was
just like so
This
much.
is crazy. The
It's
amount,
crazy.
the amount of fucking effort L puts in is insane.
FBI only investigated a small group in the first 5 days.
Yeah.
so, does anyone...
Lost. By just being here, are you admitting defeat to Kira?
That's right. By showing my face to you now, and by sacrificing the lives of 12 FBI agents, I have lost the battle. But I'm not gonna lose the war.
That's
This is the
cold.
first time I've ever put
That's
my
cold.
life on the line. I want to show Kira that we're all willing to risk our lives if that's what it takes. And that justice will prevail no matter what.
Hey, yeah, that's
I
right.
kind of like
I like
L.
the sound of that. We can do this.
All right, then. Let's do this,
He's
Ryuzaki.
very smart. I don't know who's
I
smarter.
had my doubts about whether it was really him at first, but there's no mistaking it.
Dude
This
narrowed
man
it down
is
perfectly.
L.
Before we go any further, I have to be absolutely sure that none of you are Kira, so I'll need to speak with each of you individually before you leave today.
What's the deal? He still doesn't trust us?
No, I think it's a fair request. Try to see it from his...
Just one
Interesting.
oversight. A single piece of evidence is all it would take. It could cost me my life. Just one thing.
Just one thing. Oh man.
Isn't it obvious who's smarter? I think Elle's smarter. I think he's just on it.
I think they're both equal in smartness because they
No.
both. It seems like they
I
both think the same.
Elle is like a little bit smarter. He literally put himself in his brain, in Light's brain.
You already finished studying?
I guess. I'll be fine.
He's
I
just a
haven't missed
psycho.
anything. The biggest risk I've
psycho.
taken so far was that bus jacking incident. But they'll never be able to connect it with Kira. Fortunately for me, both the police and Elle don't know that Kira can kill people by means other than a heart attack.
Well, so you're going to bring these to him.
But, Mom, I totally promised my friends that I'd go out with them today.
Why don't I go? I could use a break.
Thanks,
What a
Mike.
nice guy.
I owe you
What is he
one next
planning?
time.
He's
So
planning
I guess
something.
this'll give you a chance to spy on the police.
I won't go further than the reception desk.
Oh my god.
Oh, you're bringing a page. Planning to kill someone?
Who he's killing?
No, but lately I've been bringing a page with me every time I go out, just in case.
Just in case. I was gonna say just in
He
case.
basically got a weapon on him, just in case.
Light is smarter?
That day.
Interesting.
Ray said that he was planning to go to Shinjuku.
He has that just in
Saying
case
that
weapon
4
on
people
him.
died of heart attacks in the
Keeps it on
Shinjuku
him.
area.
Paper
Yeah,
Glock.
the paper.
Agreed.
Literally.
There's no way it was a coincidence.
Where's she going?
It's it. Kira can kill in other ways. It doesn't have to be a heart attack.
Off. What's going on?
Can't you contact them somehow? I have information relating to the Kira investigation.
The Kira investigation?
That's the wife, right?
Yeah, Light, you're one lucky bastard, my friend.
For you. One moment.
I'm glad you
Hi,
heard
I'm
that.
Detective Soichiro Yagami's son, Light Yagami. I brought my father a change of clothes, but it doesn't look like he's in. Can I leave them here?
Sure. Hey, I haven't seen you in a while, Light.
Oh, I'm sorry. My father is actually in charge of the Kira investigation. If you'd like, I could pass your message on to him.
Don't do it.
His cell phone is off.
God, don't, just
I should be
don't,
able to
bro.
contact him
Please.
soon. A number
Please.
of FBI agents were just killed, and a lot of detectives have quit the case because
Don't.
they're afraid of Kira. So he's pretty busy right now.
Light, it's probably better if you don't discuss this with...
True, but it's practically common knowledge at this point.
Bro.
Besides, I feel like I can trust her. You can almost see it in her eyes. She's a wise and careful person. You heard about what happened, and you must have figured out that the police had a leak of some kind.
Light, you're such a
That's why you wanted
manipulator,
to tell
dog.
them in person. You thought this
are.
through. Well,
He is a paid actor. Chat. He is
I'm
a
sure
paid
my father
actor.
will be calling me back once he checks his messages. When he does, I'll give you the phone and let you talk to him.
You sure that's all right?
Oh,
Oh yeah, you asked my father and I, which I hope won't be too difficult for you.
Bro,
Is he so happy?
stressing me out.
Thank you so
Dude.
much.
She
Girl.
walked right into that one, didn't she?
he's just laughing at her. What the fuck? This is terrible.
You must be pretty brave to be getting involved in the Kira case like this.
Oh, not really.
So according to you, we've been talking and I just realized I don't even know your name. My
Don't do
name
it,
is
don't do it,
Light
don't do it.
Yagami.
Don't do it, don't do
Light's
it,
written
don't
with
do
the
it.
character
Fuck.
for Moon
Don't do
and
it.
Yagami with the characters
Don't
for
do it.
Night and God.
Oh my
Kinda
God.
weird, huh?
My name's Shokomaki. It's written with the characters for Shining, Ko as in child, space
You're
and T as
fucking
in
dead
tree.
now.
Miss Maki?
You're
Right?
dead. You're stupid. Why'd you do that? Stupidity.
I've been thinking about Kira's powers, and I believe they enable him to somehow control his victims before they die.
Able to control their actions before he kills them, but there's more to it. If my analysis so far is correct, Kira can kill in a number of ways, not just with a heart attack.
You're pissing him off.
Who is this woman?
Pissing him off.
I don't think
Man,
anyone
you need
else
to
knows
shut
this
up.
Yet. But if the police are willing to consider it, I bet it would help them catch Kira.
You
Bro,
know, that possibility
stop
never
talking.
even crossed my mind. So what you're saying is anytime Kira wants one of his murders
I'm almost positive that someone I know may have met Kira.
Kira? Oh, I'm sorry, but if a person came in saying they'd met Kira, the police would be more than a little skeptical, to say the least.
Of course.
No.
Of
That's
course
why
they
I need
would.
to explain it in person to someone from
You're
task
right
force
next to him.
headquarters. Otherwise, I'm afraid they'll just write me off.
But wouldn't it be better if your friend spoke to them and
This is one of the 12 FBI agents who came to Japan to investigate Kira.
Lady. Lady.
agent?
She just talks too damn much.
She's just giving out all the info.
You see, he was also my fiance. While he was working, he got caught up in a bus jack loss.
Ray Penber.
And if they look at the FBI documents, they're gonna see him. He was investigating Light.
Is something wrong?
Nothing. I'm sorry to hear that he passed away. So what?
After that bus was hijacked, he died, along with the other FBI investigators.
She just talks too damn much.
He attempted to rob a bank 2 days before he hijacked that bus. Then he dies in an accident, just like that.
At this point, kill her.
Really, what are the odds? I've come to believe that Kira set up that bus jacking. It was planned to bring him into contact with my fiance.
Look at his eyes.
Who talks this much to someone you don't even know?
So he could get rid of them all. Anyway.
Honestly, I think it's because she believes that he. Well,
It's because he said,
he said-
"Oh, my dad is like the whatever," and
in
it's
the
like,
task force and stuff. Yeah.
really though? Are you really
That's
gonna
why.
open up that
I
much?
think
right away?
I think honestly, if
There's a killer on the loose.
yeah, but honestly, at that point in time, if that's the dude's son, it's like, all right, he's not really gonna be a bad guy. You know what I mean? Insane.
Turns out to me is that the hijacker died in an accident. In other words, it suggests that heart attacks aren't the only way Kira can kill people.
Wild. And that's the one thing he said. They're like they don't know that. I
Yeah.
can kill him in different ways.
I'm frustrated. Chat.
Okay,
This is
so
frustrating.
The bus wrecker didn't die of a heart attack, and based on that, you're saying Kira has other ways of killing people?
Yes.
Don't take this the wrong way, but I think that's a bit.
Any names or anything like that? But he told me one thing.
What did he say?
That he'd been put in a situation where he had to show his FBI ID to someone.
He told her that. That's good info.
The operation was undertaken secretly without the NPA's knowledge. He wasn't allowed to show his ID. I think Whoever saw his ID that day is responsible for the deaths of all the agents.
She's smart.
Yeah, she definitely is.
Figured it out. This must be the oversight Light was worried about.
That's
I
how she's a
understand.
detective.
You're the only one who knows any of this, and you want nothing more than to avenge your fiancée by bringing Kira to justice, right? And now you're convinced that Kira can kill without using a heart attack.
Yes.
If what you're telling me is true, then it'll only be a matter of time before the police catch up with Kira. The person your fiancé showed his ID to on the bus that day, it had to be Kira.
That's right.
His evil smirk. Okay.
Oh man.
All right, Light.
Close. This woman. If she'd spoken to the police before I met her.
Yeah, you were done.
It seems there's a god on my side after all.
Look at the god right
Not
there.
just a god of death.
Bro is lucky as fuck for that encounter. Oh my goodness. Oh my, what
God.
a fucking ending to that. I think the fact that she was there at the right time as soon as he was getting there. Imagine if he didn't even decide to bring the clothes to his dad.
He's so lucky, bro.
That was
He's so
insanely lucky.
Like, yes, he's smart, but he's also very lucky.
I think she's 100%
I think
gone.
she's dead.
She revealed way too much. She said, hey, the person who was on that bus killed
She just did
my
too
fiance.
much. She talked too much.
Yeah, way too much. I feel like she
Like,
should have
just
kept some
shut your-
information to
shut
herself.
your
Would have been
mouth.
good. Exactly.